see if anyone pops in first. I was wondering where this necklace had gone. I've just found it. I'll just wait for a few people to pop in. Hi. Hi, Jean. Oh, I've just gone really, really, really warm. I just found some crochet needles because I'm just keep finding things all over the house. People are coming in. This is a bit of a mixed chat as usual. I sort of wrote it down, but it'll probably all come out back to front, upside down, and the wrong way around, but never mind. It won't be a long one. Hi. Hi, Dolly. Sorry, Alex Jones is alive. Alex Jones. Yep, he sure is. He sure is. Still not sure about this information. I don't know. But oh, I know why I'm boiling. I'm sat here thinking why I'm so hot. It's because I've got a pair of woolly socks on and these big slippers on my feet. Oh, it's not that cold in the house. Yeah, that painting's still going. I still haven't put all the layers on yet, but it will eventually get there, and hopefully you'll just see it in the background, getting more layers on it, and we'll see what happens. And obviously I've got John over there, you know, John, saluting at his father's funeral. Still on the John, hasn't gone anywhere. Got something to show you as well. And I can't stay on long anyway because I know that I haven't got a lot of battery. But seeing as it says there's 14 people, and I'll start yakking about whatever comes out. So, yesterday I was saying about some, I will jump into chat. I always say that I'm like, but I will in a bit. Was it Ben Carroll I mentioned yesterday, who does the singing bowls? I hope some of you went over to listen, I should say, because his music's beautiful, and he was doing an interview on his channel. He is doing an interview. Just totally, yeah. He is doing an interview. He was doing an interview on how he came into doing his. Sorry, I'm just getting really. It's been cold here, but I'm getting really hot, so I'm gonna take my cardigan off a minute to cool down. Of how he got into doing his singing bowls, you know, and sort of, you know, making songs to them. I can't really say songs with words, but I don't know, what would you call it? Anyway, and how he came to that, and that's what he does now for a job, because he believed he was pushed that way to go and do that. Yeah, pushed that way to go and do it because that's what he's meant to be doing, because we are supposed to be on this earth, whatever you want to say, is doing the thing we're really meant to be doing. That's why some of us get so disheartened sometimes when we think we're in jobs that we really don't like, because it's not really what we should be doing. Sort of a sole purpose thing. But anyway, I've been scribbling on old book paper, because when you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, I don't have time," I'm just like scribbling away on book paper. It'll go in my collage book, which I'll show you on Friday. I've done a bit more on that, but I won't show you that till Friday, because that's going to be like the arty stuff I show you. But talking about art, I am very chuffed with what I've made today. It's very cute. Is Dave, if you're listening, or you ran on a bit, I don't know if you're here, you want me to try and do you a painting of a Native American Indian girl. I think you said with the birds in it. I will be, there you are. I will be looking at that, but I would like to put, I've got to think about hummingbirds, and there's this little, hang on, he's fell off. This little, let's see if I can get it. This little clay hummingbird, it's just been made, so I'm going to have to be very, very careful. First attempt. Don't know what it's going to be yet. It's got to be painted and that, but there's a little hummingbird. It could be a hanging, or it might be a fridge magnet. I don't know yet, but I'll show you when it's done. Hummingbird and Earth's frequency is supposed to be a very good thing. So I just thought I'd throw that together before, because you know what I'm like for just getting something in my head and then I have to go off and make it. That's what popped in. So that's what I made. So I'll just put him down and leave him to dry. So I just want to talk about a few shout outs to some channels, and then some other stuff a bit on 17 comes in right at the right time about Q, you know, and JFK Jr. And it's not a lot, but a little bit. But this is all going to be upside down. Oh, thanks, Dave. Well, you know me, I just get something in my head and then I have to go and make it. So, hang on a minute. So, I've seen, well, the channels I watch, I'm not saying you watch them, you might go over to watch us do a few of them, because some might resonate, some might not. You don't have to resonate with it. I believe you get pulled to what you're supposed to go and see. But that's my belief. But I do watch, I'm going to try and watch it this Friday. Though I'd have to have a nap, because I think he's on late, I can't remember. What's PSB? People Soapbox? No, yeah, no. The picture in the background is looking, yeah, it will do when it's got more layers on. Needs more layers. I was watching this morning, Unbiased and On the Fence with the lovely Sean, and he has a lot of things on there. If anyone, yes, I don't watch Patriot Soapbox at the minute. I haven't watched it for a while because certain things they don't talk about, not that I've seen, and I'm like, I don't get why not. I pop in now and again, but yeah, I was just getting a bit frustrated with why they don't talk about some other things on there, but never mind. Or if they do, no, I don't think they do actually. Yeah, you've noticed they don't talk about JFK Jr. There's a few things they don't talk about. I don't get it. Talk about aliens, but you won't talk about JFK Jr. Okay, I don't get it. But I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying there's a lot of other things I watch now because 18 JFK Jr. I'm not in depth in it as I was last year, a few months back, when I was really, really into it, because I believe, like I've said before, that it's all connected to the Great Awakening of a lot of things that are going on with, if you want to say, spiritual and physical together. Some people don't believe that. Some people think you shouldn't be looking at it. But even in places that I go and watch that are more into the spiritual and not really looking, talks about politics and all that, if you want to say. Not that I'm really into that, but it's part of it. It's all part of the same thing anyway, is I believe it's all connected anyway. So I like to keep my eye looking, but I do have this belief, is the belief in we are winning. This is what's meant to happen, and there's a lot of us waking up. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, everything's connected. It doesn't matter. People say, oh, yeah, but, you know, Trump's the same side of the old coin of how I've said this before, how the politicians or the MPs, wherever you are all around the world, because it's all connected all around the world. It's not just America. Though I do think America is a bit of a petri dish, because it's only 200 years old. I do believe that they do use other countries as petri dishes, but I do really think your country was used as a petri dish, Americans, as in they test things out on you and then it all comes everywhere else, if you get what I'm saying. But a lot of people believe, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong, it's what I believe, so I believe it's right, but many people might not. But a lot of people think that Trump is the flip side, the other side of the coin, like MPs over here, like everywhere, presidents around the world, they're all the same, and they're the cabal, and they all pretend they don't know each other, and it's all set the same, the family. And even Magenta Pixie asked you to go and watch that channel. If you resonate with it, watch it. If you don't. She was talking about Trump yeah, they do, but this one didn't, and I'll tell you why. Here's a picture. Someone got a bit offended by this. Don't get offended, because I'll show you. This was a meme or whatever you want to call it. Yes, it's got Jesus in it, but if you look what it's saying, it's, you know, Jesus didn't hate. It's not saying Jesus was hating. It says, I think this was off Twitter. There's Jesus walking with Trump. Don't be offended if you don't like Trump and you're religious. It says, be not afraid, Don, as in Donald. Be not afraid, Don. That was my granddad's name as well, one of them. The establishment hated me also. I got your back. Yeah, because the establishment, those in control, didn't like Jesus. Like I said, I'm not religious, but I believe Jesus was a real person that was on the earth trying to get the truth out and trying to tell people to live in love and get on with your friends and neighbours and all that sort of stuff. And they didn't like him either, did they? And what happened to him? Same as Trump. Nobody likes Trump because he's going against the establishment. They don't like him. So no, Trump isn't part of the same side of the coin because he isn't a politician. As I've said before, he is a businessman. And a lot of us are all controlled by corporations and blah, blah, blah. Banks, corporations, big corporations. So think Trump knows about banks and all that corporation stuff like that because, you know, what his job was before. He's a businessman and that's what they needed. Yeah, they can't buy him off. No, they can't. And Hillary paid for a lot of Trump's rallying when they were going against each other with other people. But, you know, she sort of made sure he got in a little bit because she thought she was going to win against him. But if you look at Trump, I'm so glad the people are finally waking up. Well, I think they are, Anthony. I've been on this for ages, been trying to tell people is, I have gone off subject, but I'll go back talking about my random stuff in a bit, is Trump has the book, The Art of the Deal. He got that from a Chinese man who wrote a book called The Art of War. He turned that into The Art of the Deal because if no one doesn't know, Trump goes around the world making deals with other presidents and other people. And they all say on the news, whoa, you're going to Russia. Oh, you're talking to Russia, you know, all alone and all this in secret. Yeah, he's done that with other people around him because that's what presidents do. But instead of causing a war, like the others did, because we all know what the man-made wars and what the reasons are to that, and if you don't, you need to go and research, is no, he's making deals. If you don't want to be part of the deal, oh well, you'll lose out because you can make lots of trade deals and everything else with all other countries. That's why with Brexit, with us over here, we will be out of the EU. We don't want to be told off the EU what we're doing. Sorry if anyone's watching on the UK and you're not and you want to be in the EU. Well, my opinion is we don't want to be in the EU. We wasn't before and we don't need to be now, but they have brainwashed the millenniums to think that it's all socialism and we should be you know, letting everybody in. And it's not. It's the same as Trump. You can come in from wherever, whatever race, colour, creed, religion, but you come in the right way and you come in legally. So we know who you are. And that's what every country should do around the world. But we can all be still friends with each other and we can all trade with each other. That's what we're supposed to do. We don't go in causing wars, trying to get other stuff off other people in other countries and causing wars and doing all this. Hi, Sue. You know, that's why they're pushing for that's why they were pushing for that. The EU is a gang of the elite. Yes, it is. It is a gang of the elite. And that's why in America, Pelosi and whatever his name is, they don't want the wall. And they're telling people, oh, it's this, that, and if they don't want the wall because they're going to lose out on the money, drug trafficking, child trafficking and all that horrible stuff that goes along with not protecting your borders. That's why. Yeah, Schumer. That's why. Did you see them pair together the other week? I mean, don't you think they're both not odd that they're not talking with the hands and stuff and they're just like, because they know what's going on. Where's Ginsburg or whatever her name is at the minute? The biggest problem with the illegals. Who else doesn't know? Well, yeah, I'm going to talk about... Ginsburg, whatever her name is, Supreme Court judge who Kavanaugh's got in there now, and that's why they needed to get him. If people don't know, she was putting out apparently somewhere a big long list. I don't even know it was on the list, but one of a few of them what she was passing was to drop the age of consent to 12 years old. Really? Bestiality. If you don't know about that, you need to go and find out about that. Really? Sounds a bit satanistic to me. Yeah, because it's not in the past and medieval, it's still around now. Also, she said paedophilia was good and a few other things. So, yeah, the Democrats are demons. So, she was a Supreme Court judge. They stay in the courts till they die. Now, she fell over before Christmas, poor little her, and cracked her ribs or whatever, but didn't know till after. But believe me, if you broke your ribs or cracked them, you'd know about it. Now she's got cancer on the ribs or something. Nobody's seen her for a bit, so is she going to end up like John McCain, Bush, and some other people? And where's Hillary lately and Obama? Oh, sorry, was Obama seen the other day cuddling a child? That's all they can report on it, trying to make him look good. Yeah, the one who gets a load of hot dogs into the White House, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so, lots of them. Apparently Soros as well, another one. You know, Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Where are they lately? Where? Someone's apparently reported somewhere they think he's died as well. I went, well, the elite's little triangle's falling down. And there's a lot going on with the royals at the minute with the different stories that they're putting out there at the minute. All these little different things that are going on. So I'm just saying, you know, things going on and stuff like that. The news may have made us paranoid, but they are truly paranoid. Oh, they're truly paranoid because they know they make us paranoid because they put us in fear. They put us in fear, and we know mainstream media is fake news. Fake news, people. You get fake news on YouTube as well, but there's a lot more people doing it for the you know, the truthers out there. But going along with Trump and JFK, my dad sent me a picture today and he was like, oh, no one picked up on this. Now, if anyone has been watching me, I did pick up on this months ago because I did actually show this picture and did actually talk about this picture. It's not a very good picture, but remember when I was talking about the Trump rallies, JFK Jr being in the back, because remember, he wanted to be an actor. They missed out this person. I went, I didn't. I did a video on this. See this guy here? And there was a woman in a green hat. Now, what got me with this last year was Trump's there with his black jacket on, his red tie and a little pin. I don't know if it's I think it was an American flag. Now, what got me about this guy, because you always have to look behind him at the rallies, was I got drawn straight to that guy because look at what he's wearing. A red tie like Trump. The what do you call it? The sorry about my nails. The badge here, same as Trump's, is up here. Red tie, looking very similar. When you look, it looks a bit like JFK Jr in disguise again. So nobody spotted this one. I went, Dad, I did. We spotted it. If anyone remembers, I did actually talk about this, and there was another guy that looked like Julian Assange. Some people might think that's whack, but JFK Jr, not JFK, JFK Jr. It's JFK that is, you know, faked his death, as I've done many videos on it last year. So the many faces of JFK Jr, yes, because there will be a book out called Where's, not Waldo or Where's Wally over here, it will be Where's JFK? And then you'll all have a book and you'll all see the Trump rallies and you'll all know where he is, because every time you look at them rallies, there's always been someone, especially the Ohio ones in 2017 as well. That was the Vincent Fusca one. He wanted to be an actor. He has played so many good parts. And you can tell in the background, because there's always someone who sticks out like a sore thumb, doing something a bit weird where you're like, why are they acting a bit all like moving about too much behind Trump and this, that and the other? And then you look and you're like, hang on a minute. And his wife's next to him. Oh, nothing has happened. Well, if you're not looking in the right places, you won't see it. Lots are happening. Lots and lots. But if you're watching mainstream media, they're not going to put it out to you. So that's fine. You can believe that, you know. We're seeing lots of other things. Oh, apparently as well, don't know if this means anything. The royals were upset because a leading professor in the Duke of Cambridge has been deeply saddened to learn about the death of a leading British cancer professor, Martin George. George, is it? George died at the age of 67 in the morning of the 10th of January. George went into total organ failure after being administered a yellow fever vaccine. Okay. Just putting that one out there. Then we've got this. Now, we all know Trump puts things out and says things months ago or last year. And by the way, when QAnon first dropped, it was all happening in 2010. It was all happening in 2018. And listen to this on Twitter. This is great. What I'm saying about JFK Jr.
He's very deceiving. My wife said, I love watching him on television. And I said, who? John Kennedy. I said, John Kennedy? I don't know. But, I thought maybe she was talking about the other John Kennedy. She was talking, this is a man who was totally brilliant. I don't know if you know what this means. Oxford, right? Went to Oxford. Oxford's I'm very much into the world of schools. Oxford, you have to be very, very smart to go to Oxford. And he's very smart. He also loves the state. He loves the people. We gave a rally the night before he won. That was incredible. And I looked at that crowd. We had to have 40,000 people or more at a hangar, an airport hangar. I said, John Kennedy, you're going to win. And he won big. And he's my friend, John Kennedy. Thank you, John. Oxford, John.
Oxford, John. They always have different meanings. She likes seeing him on TV. I put a comment to that. I like seeing him on TV as well, when we've seen him in the background. Oh yes, the yellow vests in France, Paris, and what some aren't showing on mainstream media. And over here now it's all connected. It's all connected to Q. I've been in Discords with the Tommy Robinson crew. They're going on about yellow vests and all this. I don't do too much on that anymore because it's all connected. Whether you believe it or not, it's all connected because it's a worldwide thing. The cabal, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, the elites, they're all worldwide. And it's all connected. And some people don't believe that. Some people think Q's not real. But they did report on the BBC, remember, that Q was a conspiracy and it wasn't real. Therefore, they're saying it isn't real. Mainstream media lie, people. Farage is good friends with Trump. All the stuff, a lot of it is to do with kids. Q has said that. They've crossed the red line. Funny because it's a lot of stuff we know about. It's all connected worldwide. If you're into Trump and you like Trump, especially in the UK, but you don't believe in Q, Trump is part of the Q team, you will find that out. So, because all of them seem to be promoting where we go when we go. Yeah, a lot of the yellow vests in France and they've got Q on. It's a worldwide thing. That's what I mean. It's happening in France everywhere because there's the QAnon in it all over the world. There's millions of people awake to it. Someone once said, oh, Q's rubbish, Q's this, that, and the other, but they like Trump. It's like Trump's part of the Q team. When you look into, I've said this before, when you look into the JFK story and JFK Jr., why they reckon he died, and all the backstory behind those presidents and all that, then you'll begin to realise someone put a plan together because somebody knew. There wasn't all like Magenta Pixie. Hi, where we go when we go on. Magenta Pixie's channel was saying the other day she's not really into politics. I've never been into politics, but this last year I was because it's bigger than the politics. That's just a front. That's just a front to everything else. It's behind that. It's behind all the presidents in America and everywhere else. Like, they weren't all, most of them were bad, but there was a few that was good. And even Magenta Pixie, and one of them that was good was JFK. They didn't want them in, that family. Yeah, they do come from an elite family because they knew America loved them and the world loved them too. So they wouldn't be bringing the New World Order or whatever you want to call it in because they weren't bringing that in. Yes, it's amazing our witnessing. Yeah, a real awakening. Hi. But that's how I see it. So when I go back to that, people go, oh, it's the same flip side of the coin, even over in here in the UK, they just give you, two people to vote for, how many parties they give you to vote for, and you think you're getting a better deal, so you vote for the one that you think. It's not the same. Also, things have been brought up about oh God, what's the name over here? What MP was it? The one with the smiley smile. Why can I never remember his name? Who's the MP over here? The smiley smile from years ago. Oh. No, not Trudeau. Over here in the UK. Yeah, Blair. That's it. Thank you, Blair. I think he's in trouble as well, like a lot of them. No, Blair he's not the same side of the coin. Because like I said, he's not a politician. A lot of these politicians, they're not voted in. They're selected in. They're brought up in families that knowing that they're going to do that. If they fail, another one gets in. Trump was not, Tony Blair was not from, you know, that sort of side. Yes, he was around those elites because, like I said, he had a book out called The Art of the Deal. Like I said, there's a Netflix series on you can go and watch called The American Dream. You see how his brain works. You can see what he said when he was younger. You can see it all. He says you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You have to be around them people to know what they're doing, what's going on. And people say, well, why didn't you say it years ago? He couldn't. He's that big. If people knew it was that big, tip of the iceberg, what's under the iceberg, it's massive. They've had to accumulate all this evidence, all the stuff and everything, and they've got to do it within the law as well. So when people go, oh, nothing's happening, oh, they've got to do it within the law, because if they don't, then the Democrats, or whoever on the other side that don't believe, are going to be like, well, we've just found out he didn't do it against law. No, he's doing it within the law. He's doing it within the law. And some people say, oh, he must have done something to get in the position he was in, Trump. Why does he have to be? That's what you believe in. Because someone good has come in to win with the people, not for the government and the elites, for us for once, to set us free. And we are the ones, I keep saying, we are waiting for. All this other spiritual chat that we talk about sometimes, we think something's coming. No, I do believe in frequencies and different energies and ETs, or whatever you want to call them, but we are the ones we've been waiting for. They're an alliance, they can help, but with all the stories I've talked about before, but it's us who's got to stand up. That's why I believe if you look around the world, the yellow vests now, there's all sorts of different sections that are doing stuff. It doesn't mean, the stuff that's going on here with Tommy Robinson. Yeah, Tommy Robinson. There's different movements. Some people who follow that, are really into what's going on with Brexit and this, that, and the other, and they're not looking at other stuff. But there's major stuff behind all the politics sort of stuff. Bigger things than that. But it's still all connected. There's still a movement. There's still a revolution, because that's what has to go on. It's still the people standing up, because we've been complicit to it, or what? Yeah, galactic. Complicit, or whatever the word is, to it. And all they say is, what high fifth world, all we have to do, it's all we've ever had to do, is stand up and say we've had enough. But we haven't, because we got distracted with these things, and the internet, and the TV, and food, and all sorts of things, that they pump out there, and they poison us with stuff, and it keeps us dumbed down to be looking in the right area, but not now, because I see a consciousness working together. And I was talking about this about someone the other day, because I think they just think that, like, the internet's not that good and you're getting information, it's disinformation. Yes, there is disinformation on the internet. The whole news anyway, mainstream media, is all disinformation. Yes, there's disinformation on the internet, but what I'm trying to say about other people's channels, this is a bit random, it'll keep coming in and out, and I will come in chat, is Unbiased on the Fence went on there today. Fifth World, you're a mod off there, and T. Taylor talking about, it was really funny, because I am going to have to try and get in on a Friday night, because it's later on. Do you remember it was making me laugh. They were talking about loads of stuff today, and it just resonates, because they're talking about stuff that other people are talking about. There's loads of people waking up, and it's great. Even if it's in different ways, it doesn't matter. We're all getting there, and other people will in the end. And that's why I believe we're doing stuff to help people in our different ways. But also, they were talking about, do you remember them books? Just before T. Taylor said it, I thought, oh God, it's like them books. Do you remember them storybooks we used to get as a kid, people in my generation, where, because they've just done a film on it or made something in it, where you'd read a book, adventure books, and you could either take two paths in that book. If you turn to page 20, it'd be that side of the story. And if you turn to page, 24, it'd be that pay, and you could take a different route, but you could always go back and think, oh, I didn't like that one, I'm going to go and try this one. Do you remember? That's what it's like. You've got to get on that path, and it's up to us what route we take, but we will all get there in the end. So even as the people that don't believe this, like, ascension thing, or all this spiritual stuff, and think, oh, that's a bit whack, you will get there in the end. I'm still trying. I'm not saying I'm there, but I'm breaking down with other things. Like people say, oh, it is about love and it is about being unconditional. I still get angry. I do get angry. I can be quite passive aggressive when I'm really believing in something and I'm trying to tell someone, but that's just me. But it doesn't mean after, yeah, oh, Tommy. I did do a video on it. That I don't think about things after. It's the people that may say things in the heat of the moment, but they never think on it after. I do think on things after, but sometimes it gets you mad sometimes when because you watch Shake People, and T. Taylor was saying that you do, but you can't. And that's what I've got to stop. Like, you can't. They will come to it in their own time. And I do believe that thing of what everyone else is saying as well is, don't watch it. Yeah, is we all have to wake up at the times we wake up at, because there's people in the past who've been on it for 20 odd years, more years than that, people who've passed that never have seen what's going on now. And I'm glad I didn't wake up then, because a lot of people, I don't know if Ginsberg's still alive, that's what's saying. I think she might have, you know what's happened with the others. Fresh people coming in with stuff all at different times. All at different times, because there's some things that people have looked at in the past that I believe was coming in, but it's not now. It's changed. We're like on a, let me say timeline, whatever you want to say. Things have changed. Things have come in. Things are happening. Strange things are happening. Things that we can't explain, but it's happening because it's now. It's not 4 years ago. It's not 7 years ago. It's not 20 years ago. Things have changed. So when people wake up at new times, I think it's good, because people will have different opinions on different things, or might see something that someone else doesn't see. It's not tunes all the way up. It's not what? So, yeah. And it's like all this meditation, the frequency thing. When I try to meditate, which I don't do a lot of, I need to do more, it's always a blue light. The girls with the blue hair. John with these Tiffany blue. And it'll either come in as a dot and get bigger. A few days ago, weeks ago, it was like a flare, like a light coming down the line. When I closed my eyes, it's just there. And then lately it's been a fan. It looks like a fan going round and round, but it's blue, and it's electric blue. So, and all it is at the end of the day is we all want to know the truth. We all just want to know the truth. But that's why I say check out Unbiased and On the Fences channel if you're into that sort of stuff. If you resonate with it, you resonate. If you don't. Check out the Fifth World, who's on here as well, and check out Magenta Pixie, and check out T. Taylor, because I was looking at my hands again before in the dark with my torch on, and it's still there if anyone knows about me talking about the crystalline. Looks like it's there now. Looks like glitter under your skin. People are saying, oh, it's sweat glands. It's like, no, it's not. It's not sweat glands, so it looks like glitter. We were crystalline. That's what I believe as well. I think we're changing. Start looking at it. But it's definitely, people know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, and I have to go and wash my hands again and look again. I was like, no, it's still there. So anyway, I won't go on too much about that, but you can check that out on T. Taylor's channel. You've got Fifth World, yeah, light body ascension, exactly. Some people aren't resonate with that. Some people might think, if you're new on it, might think, oh my god, what she's talking about. Doesn't matter. You may hear about some of that stuff as you go along with different channels. Like I said, I talk about a lot of things on here, and I quite like that, because then everyone's got a bit of everything, and if something didn't happen or whatever, at least we've got things to talk about. But I'm still on this. I haven't fell off. I just don't look at it too much anymore, because I believe in the plan. And I believe in making Earth great again, because it isn't just make America great again, it's make America great and the world, because it's all connected. We're all connected. We are one together. Yes, glitter. It's you can look at your hands in a certain light and you'll start seeing it looks like glitter particles under your skin. Carbon turn into crystalline DNA or whatever it is. I will talk about it again. Oh, 17 likes, Q. I won't talk about it right now because people might be thinking, what? But if you go to T Taylor's channel, you will see what she's talking about. And she's also got, I believe, a microscope. I was watching a bit of it and she's actually put these bits under a microscope and talking about it. And if you don't know about Dr. Emoto, she talks about that. Unbiased and on the Fence was talking about Dr. Emoto. I think it was her talking about that on there. I read that book ages ago about how you can affect water. Everyone knows that I did the experiment on rice. Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts make things happen. The way you think. So if your body's made up of so much percentage of water, you can change the way, you can change your mindset, and you can heal your body also through frequency and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, I talk about this sort of stuff. Make Gitmo great again. Oh yeah, they're all off to Gitmo. Yeah, lots of things going on. Some people say there isn't, but that's because mainstream media don't tell us. But there's lots of things going on behind the scenes, behind the veil, behind the big curtain. And like I said, the interesting bit to me is, if people don't know on here, if you're new, especially in the UK, Donald Trump's uncle, John Trump, was a scientist. And he got to have Nikola Tesla. If you know about Nikola Tesla, great. If you don't, go and research free energy and all that. Notes and did work alongside of him, and then he died. Donald Trump's uncle, people. Nikola Tesla, free energy. Nikola Tesla was supposed to have got in contact with something, extraterrestrials or whatever. So, yeah, make free energy again. Yeah, free energy. Tesla. What was the blue light? What was the blue light in New York? Was it the Palladians? Was it Tesla? Was it both? It wasn't a transformer, put it that way. A transformer does not stay in the sky like that. Yes, I'm coming into chat now anyway. Plasma. Well, you know, there's all these different things going on, and this is the thing, because people always like, we want facts and we want evidence. Sometimes there's just things that you just feel, and that's how we've been taught. That's how we were programmed at school and stuff. You've got to have facts, and this has got to be this, and this has got to be the square root of the blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no. There's just some things out there that we really, really can't explain. Like, you can feel it, but you can't explain it. It's like the guy I was talking about with his singing bowls. Beautiful. I'm going to find him now. You feel that he's not even saying words, but what is, you just feel it? If anyone gets what I'm saying. Everything we've learned is wrong, yeah, and history is a lie, and everything we've learned is wrong. It's to keep us dumbed down and not looking at certain stuff we should be looking at, not looking at how we really work and how powerful we actually are. They don't want us to know that. Tough, really, because people are beginning to talk. I didn't believe it until I documented it. Yeah, and the thing is, this is why I love YouTube. Some people say, oh, it's bad, it's this, that, and the other. Yeah, it has got people doing disinformation, but the thing is, that's what I said in my it's a community for all the people who know there's something going wrong with the world. It doesn't matter if you're on Q or not, if you like Trump or not. You're looking at the Mandela effect. If you don't know what the Mandela effect, you need to go and watch that, and watch Unbiased and On the Fence, because he did all the Mandela things that were like from our generation. And it's mad. And this generation will go, no, it's not. It's just something you thought because it was way back when. That's what you all thought. No, it wasn't. You've been brainwashed. We damn well know that happened in that film. Or Darth Vader said, Luke, I am your father. Because I'm a Star Wars fan. And I know that's what's said. I know E.T. said, E.T. phone home and not home phone. He did say home phone in a bit of it, but not where he pointed up. The main bit where he pointed up. All that stuff was off. Sex in the City was Sex in the City, not Sex and the City. It is that now, but it wasn't. So if anyone knows, oh, what's the world coming to? Why, why is the news always down? There's something going on. It's because there is. It's wake-up calls in all sort of different areas. So you don't have to be on certain things, but we're all coming into the same thing of knowing. And the basic thing at the end of the day that we all want to know is we want to know the truth. The truth's hard, people, by the way, as well. Going to wreck your reality, but we need to know the truth. The truth will set you free. Yeah, let me find Ben, oh, it's just beautiful. When I listen to this, I just love it. So Ben Carroll healing sound. You want to slap this on in the morning. He's got a really good interview on how he became to doing his single box. It was really great. Talks about all the frequencies coming in and how it's been ramped up, and because people are getting on, dropping things away. And that's why, I'll just show you this, that's why I talk about the communities, but I just love this. Let me find where he sat there. Just feel it. He's not singing, he's not saying words, it's just the frequency. No, I'm not from Scotland, Manchester. I'm trying to listen to music more with no words. Just don't need to speak. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So please check that channel out. I meditate to the singing bowls, always knocks me out. Yeah, I want to buy one. I think they look like glass or something. I want to buy one because, and that's what I'm saying. There's a lot, yeah. There's a lot of brainwashing in the music today because it's the words. That's how they got in there because they know. If you think about it, if no one knows about all this stuff, they put stuff out there in rap music and certain music because they pump it out to all the younger generation because the younger generation love. I mean, we love music, but they love it and they follow the celebrities in Hollywood, don't they? Follow what they want to do, follow what they wear, follow what they're saying, singing songs sometimes when they don't really know what the song's about, but they'll sing it anyway because it's trendy. Yes, there is spells in music. Yeah, there is. People don't know about that. That's why, yeah, there's just lots of things going on. Yeah, false idols. Don't look up to the stars, as in celebrities, look up to the stars in the sky. But we don't even need to speak to know. You just need a frequency and you know if it's good or bad. You can feel it. That's why that music, I came across him the other day on Instagram, messaged him, he messaged me a heart back because I said, that is beautiful. Listening to his music is just beautiful. And he go on that channel because he does an interview of how he got to doing that. That wasn't his job. It is now because that's what he's meant to be doing. And he's saying he's meant to be pumping that out to the world because people like that doing stuff like that, it's not just people like him who are doing singing bowls, it's people talking about truth and people trying to resonate and pump that frequency out of that, those good intentions out to the world is changing because Gaia is also changing as well. And we've got to be on the frequency with Gaia, Mother Earth. Mother Earth, we've got to be on the frequency of that as well. You know, it is hard, you know, like I said, I can still get angry about things. I can be quite passive aggressive, but in my soul, in me, I know what I want for the world, my intentions that I do put out, my intention and me, what I want for the world for everybody. You've seen me get upset on here before. Yeah, they say don't, like, you've got to observe, you've got to look at your emotions, you've got to step back, don't get so angry. That's what I've got to learn to do more of. But at the base of it all, at the base of me, what I want for the world, whether I'm angry or not, going off my emotions, because I am quite an emotional person, and that's what they want us to work on, because that's what gets us mad and gets us going into action with certain stuff. But at the base of that is, I want freedom for humanity. I want people to know who we really are, whatever the truth is, how we all work, our DNA, whatever it is. All this stuff I talk about, whether it's true or not, but whatever it is, we just want to know the truth. I know it sounds corny. I want the world to live in peace. Where we are today, we shouldn't be still fighting and going on, and that's what Trump's helping with in the Q team. That's what I believe. Yeah, it's sovereignty. We want sovereignty back because some people don't like that, but it's like, no, we need it. You need to be a nationalist. It's your country first. And then other countries, you've got to sort your own country out first. You can't be looking over there and sort that out. It's like saying, well, I've got to go and sort my neighbours out, my friends. I've got to do this, but forget me at the minute, my family, whatever. Well, no, you've got to sort yourself out. That's why sometimes I say, if you're not, sometimes they say, it might sound a bit like, sort of, make your kids happy first before you. It's like, no, make sure you're happy before your kids. Not that you're not being nice to them or anything. It's just that if you're not, you won't work properly. So, like someone said, an example, if you're on an aeroplane and it's going down and like, oh, get your masks on and all that, if you don't put yours on first, you can't help the next person to you. So you do have to sort of help yourself first, but then you go to help other people. That's why I'm saying people with money. Yeah, people with money, people always go, oh yeah, well they're part of the this, that and the other because they've got loads of money. What do they do? It's not everybody. And if you have got money, what could you do with it? Because these elites have that much money, but they keep it all to themselves. They're greedy and they take it all off the people of the world, don't they? Taxing people, this, that and the other, the man-made wars that they make. Well, it's not bad having money, but can give back. You don't need all that money. You will be giving it back. I enjoy and love all cultures. My neighbours are great. Yeah, that's what I mean as well. And all cultures, I say, it's nationalism as in for your own country. But like Trump says, anyone can come into America. Come here with your different traditions and different culture. But you come in legally with good intentions, because it's like I've said, we don't want one world where it's all one world, like the one world order bringing in. We're one religion, one this, and I'm not religious. This, that, and the other, and like the EU they'd be all telling us what to do. Because then every country around the world's going to lose all their traditions. People like to go on holiday. You can see it in your own countries, but we like to go on holiday to see other people's traditions and keeping them traditions and seeing what other countries do and the beautiful side of their beliefs and their religions and their traditions that they hold dear. We want to see we don't want all that to go because that's what they want, to push everything out and just bring theirs in, Baphomet style, if you know what I'm saying. No, how boring would the world be? But what we are saying is you've got to protect your country. You can't just let anyone in nilly-willy because let's face it, all these migrants are bringing in, when they talk about the wall, in America, over here and everywhere else, all mothers and children are coming over. Really? Because most of them are young men, fighters. Things are happening. People are getting raped and kids are getting murdered and raped and this, that and the other. What? Because they're not coming in with good intentions. They've been paid to come in. That's not right. I don't care what anyone says. That isn't right. It isn't right. You want to come in? You come in within the law. There isn't a problem. And to come and bring your, your, what do you call it? What's the word? Your working skills and different things that you can bring to that country and come in. And yes, we can all be friends together like that, but that is all Trump's doing. It's trying to, there's lots of things behind it. It's not just about the war, trafficking and drugs. And who brought all opioids in? The Bush family. What's happened to him? There's lots of things going on behind that curtain. Yeah. Yeah. Some people have a problem with that. It's like, no, there isn't a problem. You just come in within the law. Like other people who've gone to America or different countries have had to go in through the right means. That's what you do. If you're going against the law, it's like, why are you going against the law? So that's what I'm saying. When people say there's not things happening over there, there is. There's lots of things happening. It's just it's taking time. Not that much. Trump's done a lot in the space he's been in. He's had to build up what they brought down. But you have to do it within the law, Gitmo's calling anyway, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, these socialists, this is all they've done is to get the next generations, these young kids and that believing in socialism and all this, that and the other. And you get all that Antifa lot that they always put on the news saying it's a Tommy Robinson side when we all know damn well it isn't. Because the Tommy Robinson side are civil and they're marching. And then they always film the Antifa side being violent, as we know, and they do it in America as well. And then blame it on Tommy Robinson crew or whatever they want to say, because that's how they do it. So all the people at home who are believing in that reality of what's pumped out mainstream media believe it. But they'll start saying things because that's what it's all about. It's about making everyone go, Because when you start going out in your street and seeing certain things, people who are at their rallies or might have seen it will be like, hang on a minute, we saw a load of, Brexiteers or not Brexiteers or Tommy Robinson and to be out the EU. They were just civilly walking. They weren't kicking off like they said on the news. And then people might start be like, what is going on? Then they might start looking to different avenues, not the news. They might start coming on YouTube and spotting a few things. That's what I said is good about YouTube. And then you can get a load of information. Like someone was saying to me, it's all information. It's not wisdom. It's like, yeah, but you can get a load of information and then you can filter out what you don't believe, because there is a lot of good information on here. And people need information because people are asleep to a lot of things that are going on. Hey, what, you're missing somebody? Go and watch it if you're missing somebody. Don't know who it is. Yeah, there was a 16-year plan to destroy America. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Trump is tough. Yeah, and that's why people don't like him. Oh, he says this, he says that, he says it as it is, like he should do. And there was a plan in if you want to say the elites or whatever. Well, what you do is you let them get to the top of the pyramid. You let them get to the pinnacle of where they just think they were going to get in, like she did. And then you get them because she thought she was winning, didn't she? Oh, but she didn't. Yeah, eBay people. But it's make the earth great again. Looks a bit flat on this one, just saying. It might trigger some people. Thank you, Danny. Bye. But yeah. So there was some other things I wanted to say as well, but I can't remember because I've just gone off on one. Yeah, so Bush, Soros, someone apparently reckons he's dead. Yeah, Ginsburg, where's she? What's happened there? Have they done a John McCain, What happened there? Something's going on. We all saw Jeb Bush, basically cacking himself when the old George wrote the note and passed it on, and his face just went like that as if to say, got it all. I think she's dead. Something was keeping her alive. Yeah, I think she's dead. She fell over and she had cancer on her ribs now. Now she's, where is she? Yeah, she's dead. Is she? Have they reported she's dead? Because I think she's dead. The disgusting stuff she was trying to bring out, my God. I think Daddy Bush still alive. Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't know if they've been sent there. They made out they were dead, for the cameras, or the cameras are saying that, but really, they've gone to Gitmo. And also, the funerals have been like this, haven't they? I'll just draw it. Here's the casket. There's a little opening here where you walk in, and it was in a circle, with the ropes. And hi from Alabama. They look like this. Here's the casket. Oh, and it was in a circle, and you came out. It looks a bit like a Q from up above. And by the way, Donald Trump, to people who say, yeah, he was there with Bush family and all that, how can he sit there with them? Well, he had to, didn't he, for the camera? It's all a game. But he walked out. He didn't stay till the end. Him and Melania walked out. And so they should, because we all know what the Bushes did. And what is the connection with JFK Jr. and the Bush family? His father. So when people start looking, Q drops and Comey tweets, yeah, right, she's dead. Yeah, well, that's what we were thinking. I've not looked at a lot of Q drops. My dad was telling me, I was like, we knew she was going, because you remember when she was sat, when she went in for Kavanaugh's oath thing, you just took to, yeah, good. Just lost, yeah, you get him, and then you lose him, and then you get him and lose him. When she was there for the oath thing, did you see her face all sat there like that? She's like 100,000 years old, do you know what I mean? You're out, he's in. You worship Baphomet, you're going. We don't want it dropped to 12 years old. We don't want bestiality and saying paedophilia is good and all that crap she was bringing in. And people are asleep to it going, oh yeah, that's all right, yeah. No. So like I said before, all it takes is for the people to stand up and say no. And if you're looking around, all around the globe, flat earth, or whatever it is, you'll see all this yellow vesting stuff and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. Is an uprising of the people. It doesn't matter if you're not on Q, it's not. It's an uprising. Because we're saying we've had enough. We've had enough of being governed the way we are. The people are taking the power back. It's the power to the people. Like Trump has said at rallies, it's power to the people. Like I said, if you've not seen the Netflix, we know about Netflix, but I'm just saying, if you've not seen the series of Trump and the American Dream, go and watch it. Listen to what he's saying. There's people there saying that they didn't like him, this, that, and the other. When you listen to how his mind works, he knows about certain stuff. He knows about how things work. Like I said before, you have to be around. He was around mafia and all that. His family is a bloodline family. So were the Kennedys, but there's ones that were okay or ones that wanted to turn away from certain stuff. You can't do that. We live in a world of, you can, good or bad, and you can choose to be what you want to be and walk away and flip to the other side. But, yeah, everything's been flip-flopped, exactly. But, it's just crazy times. Yeah, he does work with Gemma. I can't say he does. Yeah, there's a lot of numerology and all that sort of stuff that you call it. I've done it on Vincent Fusca and stuff like that. There's loads of it in the tweets. That things add up to this and things add up to that. I see 17 everywhere. Everyone's saying, yeah, that's because it's your reality. 17's Q. I said, but it's everywhere. It's that synchronicity all the time. I go on someone's channel like Fifth World, and it's like I've just gone in at 17 minutes. I've left a comment 17 minutes, or someone above was 17, or this was 17. I think I took a picture. I go on and like, oh my God, it's 17 again, 17. But what I'm saying is, some people say as well, oh, you have to go with him. We all know that, but at the end of the day, if you believe in something so heartedly that good's coming, if my reality is that Trump is good and good's coming, and, we're all helping the people of the world to wake up, to come together, to unite instead of dividing, because that's what they wanted us all divided. That's why we have labels here about this, that, and the other, to keep us all divided. That there is good coming, and why not? If there's been all this evil, why not? Why not? Yeah, 112, yeah. Why not? It's about time. And like I said before, the reason why it's got stronger now is because years back, double numbers all the time. Synchronicity, yeah. It's like 1 1 11 11. I see that quite a lot. Yeah, Kim Clanton was brilliant. He also did the Trump prophecies. Yeah, he was brilliant. There's a lot of great people out there, because people say it's AI, it's taking you to what you want to go and see. No, it isn't, because I can go and watch something and like it, and then think, oh, no, I'm not sure about that. I can watch a load of stuff, but then I'll sieve it out. But there's a lot of stuff out there I resonate with, because I think we are being pushed there from different things. It's not just AI. It's not just AI. This is the time it's meant to be, and it's a time for the people to stand. And we are the ones we have been waiting for. We're going to do it. You know, all this alien stuff and all that. Yeah, I do believe in all that, but we're the ones that have to do it. We the people. Can't be lazy. It's us. We have to say no, no more. We're not standing for this crap anymore. It's time for peace on earth. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's got to start coming in and waking people up. And that is what's happening all over. All over. Yeah. And that's why the guy said, Ben Carroll with his singing bowls and everything. Just him doing that. But there's not just him. There's loads of people doing different things like that. People are bringing in the frequency for us and the world in different ways. Some people are doing it through music. Some people are doing it, yeah, roll on till they can't hide what's above anymore. Exactly. Through music, through, like, I think I do things through art. Anything that's bringing, like, positivity up, and I don't know, can't explain it, just a frequency. Light Federation helping, but yeah, I believe that. Light Federation's helping. People might not be on board with that. It's fine, you don't have to be. Because like I said on the Q map, it said Palladian guidance. It's a guidance, because we've got to do it ourselves. There's certain laws of the universe and all this, galaxies, where they can't interfere that way, but we've got to do it, but they can help wake us up to stuff. But we'll be seeing that because more and more things are coming in. Thank you. Yeah, I believe I do it through my art. Like I said, I don't know why these girls have blonde hair, but I do believe that. I think, Dave, you said you got positive energy off the bag that you got, and I am, trying to do other stuff, and I believe that because when I'm doing it, I love doing it. I love doing it. Has anyone seen the Stargate? Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I get angry about things. I get frustrated about things. We all do. It's just remembering after as well. I know I've got a lot of stuff to do, but at least I know that. Some people don't even look, don't even sit and ponder after, don't even try. But I talk about this in the way I talk about it because I believe wholeheartedly it's not just a politics thing. It's not that. It's not even the Q thing. I believe there's certain people, like they say star seeds, like they've said on, many other channels, Magenta Pixie and Unbiased and On the Fences, there's star seeds, there's truthers, there's light workers, there's truthers. And they sort of said they used to be all a bit separate, like you had your truther gang, like the labels, the truther gang and the star seeds and the light workers, we're all coming together because we're all looking at, some people on star seeds and different people who channel didn't really look at the stuff like politics. Like I said, I've never really been into it till last year, but they're all starting to look in different directions because some people say you shouldn't look too much at the physical, like that sort of stuff, because it can drag you back in. But it's like, yeah, but I believe there's some of us that have to have our toes in both sides. If they're looking at a bit like that, like I fell away from it a little bit. I'm not as mad on it as I was because I believe it is changing. But it's all connected anyway. You start to see the connection. It's all connected anyway. It doesn't matter what anyone says. If not, oh, it's the physical. I believe that this time, because this is supposed to have never happened, is the physical is coming in with the spiritual. Both working together to get this truth out. All sides are coming together of different things, thinking, hang on a minute. I might not agree with that, but I do agree with that. Connect the dots. Exactly, connect the dots. It's all connected. All connected. And that's what I'll never stop believing that until something happens where I think, actually, I was wrong, but I don't feel that at the minute. I said I'll come on this channel if it all is and say, I'm not bothered, but like I said, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I love my lecture series, Dolly. You don't know how much I appreciate. Oh, thank you, even that was my first one. They'll get better. But it's like my little, because I wanted to do this little hummingbird, because apparently hummingbird's supposed to be a good thing for Gaia because it's the humming, it's that noise, it's that frequency. Hummingbird's supposed to be, like say bees, and the earth. So are hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are so beautiful. I've seen one once in France and I was like, my God, it's so cute. And actually they are about that big, aren't they? It's so cute, so small. It's just beautiful. And the way I do my art is the way I do it. I'm not an artist, I just do what I do, but I love doing it. So I think, well, if I love doing it, that energy resides in whatever I'm doing. So hopefully when someone buys something off me or get whatever, even when I make presents for people and friends and my family, that they get a lot of enjoyment off it because that energy is residing on it that I put into it when I was doing it. So thank you. So yeah, and that's why I'll be showing you some more art on Friday, because that's what I said I'd keep doing, because I do think it comes through that. People, see, some people think they're doing certain things like that guy's doing his singing bowls. It doesn't mean, oh, you have to be like that. You could be doing it through just different things. Some people, it's just their channel, the way they talk, the way they come across. Some people are doing it through art, through music, through all sorts of different things. But what I love is there's a community on here that you can't get on mainstream media because that's just their propaganda and stuff. You can't sit and watch the telly and join in like we do on here. Lots of people live channels and stuff like that. But there's a community of truthers, starseeds and light workers, whatever you want to call them. Like people might call them hippy dippy, this, that, and the other. But the thing is, what I will say is, when you know about certain stuff and you start opening your eyes to whatever you believe, but it's still all connected. It's hard when you don't know a lot of people that aren't on the same wavelength and you can't talk to family and friends or even partners because they think you're mad. Yeah, collagen. They think you're mad. But when you come to channels like mine and other people, not just mine, there's really great channels out there, like some I've shouted out, you'll see that it's not you who's just thinking that. It's not you who's just thinking that. There's loads of us globally So to me, that says there's a change because you can see it. Yeah, open-minded. Yeah, be open-minded. Be open-minded to everything and everything, because who really knows? Just because you can't explain something, or it can't be like, where's the facts? Where's the evidence on that? Sometimes it's just there. Can't explain it. Things happen, yeah, trust. And I've always trusted this. If anything in my life, I've always trusted it. So yeah, look at the yellow vest movement. Exactly. It's that knock-on effect, domino effect. But it's to let you all know that why I love channels like that where people can come and talk is you're not on your own. A lot of people years and years back that knew about all this stuff years and years back must be thinking now, oh my God, people are starting to wake up. They must have felt so, so lonely then. And I believe people have took their lives because they thought they were mad. People wanted to put them in nut house institutions and, oh, you're mad. Even my mum said when I first got into Q, she was like, I think she needs to go in hospital or something. I was like, no. Do you not? And that's when I get, do you not understand what I bash someone's head? Do you not see? But you can't, because they've got to do it for themselves. But they will. There'll be snippets of things where they might think, but at least if you've planted a seed there, if something comes out when they see it, they'll think, oh, didn't she say that, or didn't they say that? I might just go and ask them, because I'm thinking, I'm starting to think a bit different, and I'm starting to see things or feel things, and maybe I need to go and talk to them again. They're not as mad as I thought they were. My children think I'm mad. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. But when all this starts coming in more and more, and people start going, hang on a minute, they're going to come to you. And that's what I believe this is about. That's why I believe there's people dotted all around the world. They had to wake up at different times, because we're going to help the people who are going to start asking questions and be like where we were when you were upset and found certain things out. That's what I believe. Yes, that is the light worker's responsibility. Exactly. Some of us are there to go off and do your own thing and ascend and just be with yourself. And some people think, you've got to help yourself. Yes, you have to, but there is others that I believe we sort of had a bit of a contract that want to be here to do that for ourselves, but we also want to bring everyone with us. We also want to help other people. Why would you not? I think it used to be about all like ascending yourself, but it's more like, come on, we all want to do this together, because the more people that are on board, the higher the frequency, and it needs to come in, because once it is here, it's here anyway. Is that them evil entities, that evil energy, whatever you want to say it is, just will cease to exist, because they can't live around love, happiness, joy, all the good things. They reside in death, nastiness, arguing, all that. And that's what, if you haven't noticed, what has been going on for years and years, when everyone's depressed and everyone's the words in songs are all, yo bitch, yo this, yo that, blah, 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 going on, all this, she's a hoe, and like all this stuff. Why does it need to be like that? And then good rappers in the day were bringing stuff in that was like true stuff, but good stuff. It was a bit more lovey-dovey, but true stuff, not the stuff that's out today. Heart shock for, yeah. Breaking news, go to Tommy. I will have a look after. There's loads of that, yeah. But you see, you're going to have these snippets of things and this, that and the other, and people are getting mad. But there's also a thing on that side of the thing where they're also putting stuff out that gets that other side mad. Because don't forget, there's all this stuff going on here, but they are lying about certain religions as well. It's all them people, it's all this, that and the other, because they want you fighting. And then those people get mad, because it isn't all those people, if you get what I'm saying. So there's lots of mad things going on. But I know, but I believe, where can I order those t-shirts and drinking mugs? I got all mine off eBay. I've got a Trump one, I've got a Where We Go One, We Go All one, and this one was off eBay. I just typed Q mug in and this came up. I love it, because it isn't just for one country. It's for making the earth great again, and everybody on it. And that doesn't just go for one colour of skin or one race. We're all one together. Doesn't matter. It's not, like I said before, it's not Black Lives Matters. It's not White Lives Matters. It's all lives matter, as I have said before. Yeah, divide and conquer. Exactly. If we don't unite, united we stand, divided we fall. That's what they do it for. Because they want you all arguing and fighting. Which you've got to be careful, because there's certain things they're pumping out there in mainstream media about certain terror attacks. Not all of them are. There are actors out there, and there's different people, and there's MK Ultra, and there's all these different things some people don't know about, where it sets people off and they want you to think it's this all the time. you know, ISIS is gone really, stuff out because they want you fighting. So them side are going to get mad because they're being lied about. It's not all of those people. But people are not seeing that. So everyone's still arguing. But like I said, the Great Awakening is connected to everything. So when people say, I don't look at politics, you don't really have to. It's not really about the politics. Because there's a different thing that came in, and that is Trump. And like people going about Nigel Farage, oh, he didn't say anything on Tommy. There's a reason why he's not saying things on Tommy. It's not a bad thing. It's just a lot of people who watch the TV think he's bad, don't they? So he's trying to get on the good side of that, if anyone gets what I'm saying. He's friends with Trump. He's the only MP that went over when Trump got in and congratulated him to his face. And if anyone watches the Nigel Farage show on YouTube, that's who brings him in on his show all the time. The introduction is Trump's voice saying, and it's Nigel Farage. Do you not think Nigel Farage is there? You know, part of this, you know. Love it when Farage gives the EU shit. I love it. It's hilarious. The stuff he comes out with, I just think is so funny. He's like, you're like a stale bottle of piss, or whatever he says. He's just absolutely hilarious. Says it like he is. Sounds like somebody else, doesn't he? Sounds like Trump, because Trump says it as it is. And mainstream media always twist it. Fact. Why does every mainstream media channel, everybody, celebrities, high-ranking celebrities, hate Trump? I don't think why. Nigel speaks a lot of truths and the UK left want him shut up. Exactly. He does speak a lot of truth. And some things look like it's something else when it's not. It's to get in place. It's that checkerboard. It's that game of chess, people, because it is a game. But one side's winning now that wasn't winning before. Like I said, Jesus was the man. You were trying to put truth out. Look what happened. Couldn't get a lot of truth out way back when because we didn't have the technology we have today. That's why it's moving faster, because we have faster technology today. You get on the internet, you get something out, other people see it, they post it everywhere, everyone's talking. You didn't have that years ago. You had to get on a boat to go and tell people in another country, you know, way back when. It was a bit slower, wasn't it? But that's why it's changing. So, you know, we've got phones, people take pictures of stuff going on now so you can see it with evidence, where we didn't have that years back, did we? So they could lie and cover things up like the CIA. Oh, it's a conspiracy. So CIA brought that word in to cover things up, say, oh, it's just a conspiracy. Like the BBC was saying, Trump and QAnon's a conspiracy. Okay, because we believe mainstream media, especially the BBC, a bit like CNN. Yeah, so I don't know if I actually spoke about everything because I wrote it down. You know me, just go off on a tangent. Anyway, they hate Trump because like the grass, they like the grass, and Trump is like a lawnmower. Exactly, Trump is a lawnmower, cutting down the deep state grass. It's just got too long. They thought they were gonna, you know, but no. Farage's history, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. There's a plan, and the plan isn't always what you think it is. I'm hopeful to see JFK soon. Yeah, JFK Jr. Not JFK, JFK Jr. Let's get it right. But, yeah, you look all back on the... My thing mostly is, I've said before, the story behind JFK and JFK Jr. and Donald Trump's uncle and all that sort of stuff. And when you start looking into that, you're like, wow. Yeah, wow. Hi from Australia. Yeah, cut. Farage is coming back with watch his space. Yeah, he's coming back. Definitely coming back. He's waiting. Come on, Theresa May, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because you were told. You were told. But yeah, like I was saying before, that's why I like YouTube. I've been made to feel a bit lately that, oh, it's not. It's like, it's a good community because you can come on people's channels and talk, even if you're not liking everything I say, you know, there'll be snippets. Because like I said, we've all been lied to. History's a lie. It's his story of who was winning at the time. Hitler never died. He went underground and came out with corporations and stuff like that. Wait till people find that one out. Waiting to jump on the bandwagon. There's a lot of people waiting to jump on the bandwagon. They said there's millions that are on the QAnon bandwagon, but there's loads sitting on the fence, and they said as soon as they see Hillary go down, that's when they jump in, and that's where there'll be more 300 more million, I think, along with whatever it is. I don't even know what it's up to now. They're waiting for the Hillary thing. Where is Hillary at the minute? Why have they been tweeting out Christmas pictures from 4 years ago and this, that and the other? Did you see her face at Bush's funeral? When they all got the little envelopes in the cards? So, we'll see. Like, I still got people going, oh, we'll see. That's all they ever say, we'll see. It's just a plan. They're not going to tell you on mainstream media. That's one big, big thing. So, yeah, so I'm going to go because I think I forgot what I was talking about, really. I just wanted to get that in about, I've not really been going looking over at the Q things, but I do know, that there's always things going on. There's that picture, looking like JFK and Trump saying about Melania likes to watch John on TV. I was like, yes, we do. Yeah, and it is about trusting the plan. How long's Trump been in? He's doing a good job. It's just about, watching if you watch mainstream, you just watch what they're saying. It's hilarious. I mean, and if you didn't think Pelosi and Schumer didn't look weird, I mean, they look like they know what's going on. Did they look scared? They know what's happening. They weren't all smiley, were they? And did you see the one where they got all the parents and the things in who've been killed and said they need a wall? How dare she say they don't? They don't want a wall because that's where they get the money from. And one of the biggest things in the world over drugs is trafficking children. So, yeah. That's what's out there if you start looking. So, yes, I'm going to go and I shall see you soon. Yeah, love and light, soul family. Yeah, that's what I mean, exactly. So those are people who don't think there's people not waking up. There's loads. You just have to be finding people. It's not all AI that's sending you there. It's it's you. If you resonate with something, resonate with it. Exactly, save the children. Exactly. I don't watch normal TV. I watch a few films now and again. It has a lot of hidden symbology in it and that sort of symbols. But I do watch stuff. I can sort of watch it now without, I just think. But, like I keep saying, at the end of the day, it's all about truth. Truth in every arena. Truth for everybody. Truth will set you free. And that is a fact. Good or bad, we need to know. We need to know. So, like I said, check out Unbiased and On the Fence, check out Fifth World channel, check out Magenta Pixie, and check out Ben Carroll's music. If you don't resonate with it, you don't resonate, but you might start seeing things that, like, I'm starting to go off meat again. Like, and that's what they're talking about food as well. I'm looking at stuff and I'm thinking, I can't eat it. I'm like, I don't want this. And, like, I don't know, it's just like, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. No, I haven't seen it yet. I need to see it. And I know that's got a lot of symbology in red and the blue and this, that and the other. It's all in there. But I still want to see it. So yeah, so I'm just checking. I write things down and I forget. But basically what I'm trying to say is, yeah, Amazing Polly's brilliant as well. There's loads of channels I need to give a shout out to. There's loads of them. And Jenny Hatch, you want to go and check Jenny Hatch's channel out. She's really good. There's loads out there, though. And some I haven't mentioned, but there's loads. Because we just want the truth. And like I said, we know the internet's been bad. They know they were collecting information, this, that and the other. But things are changing. And like Tesla, if an energy can be bad, his was a good current. So we're bringing that back. But it's brought us all together. And it's made a community for people that thought they were on their own and they were alone and thought they were going mad. You are not going mad. You're not going mad. If you can't talk to your friends and family at the minute, just leave it. You've planted them seeds. You come on people's channels that are talking about. The more you look at stuff on YouTube, the more channels you'll get to go over. And just pick the ones you want to watch. Don't resonate with me. You don't have to watch me. But there's others out there. It's just, yes, free technology. Yeah, we might have to pay for maybe keeping the machine working. But, if it's free, we'll end up not having to pay as much in the end, I think, and this, that, and the other, and then things are free. That's what Tesla wanted. He wanted free energy to the people. That's why Edison came in and was like, no, I don't think so. I want people paying for their energy. What, when it's free? When it's free out there, we can have free energy. That's why they want us still on, gas and oil and all stuff like that, when you can actually run a car off water. Someone did that, didn't they? But they killed him. Loads of things out there. Abundance for all. Exactly. It's not abundance for someone in that country or those sort of people. You elites. No, it's abundance for the world. So they can all do one because that's what's happening. So, appears it was way more loving in the 1950s. It was. That's what they say. Them days going back to certain stuff. That's why today they're ruining families. They're breaking down families, relationships, everything. It's all to bring this in, getting everyone depressed, getting everyone dumbed down. They don't want people doing sort of going back to traditional sort of things. Like I think we will go back to traditional-ish sort of things, but I still believe we're going to have technologies and stuff because it's great. But if it's done in the right frequency, the right current that isn't harming us and our light bodies and stuff like that, because that's what it's been doing with like Edison's current or whatever. This is what I believe. I'm just saying. We can use technology to help as well. It can help heal people. It can help grow food and not poison our food and, all that sort of stuff they've been doing. It can be used for the good as well. So it's not all bad. It's not all bad. We have to roll with the times as well. Keep the poor poor and the rich richer. That's what it was. And they were taking money off us all over the globe. Taxes, paying for NASA and paying for them, making wars, so we have to pay for the wars that we don't make, they make. So we want our money back worldwide. Anyway, we had hobbies back then and time and exactly, that's why I love my hobbies. We had hobbies. What they want you doing is working, having no hobbies to do things, not having time because they want you working overtime because you need to pay for all your, your electric and your energy and the stuff where we don't really have to pay for that. They want you, so you're not having time for yourself and your family and your friends like you should be doing. You're not having hobbies and doing certain stuff that can help people. They don't want you doing anything apart from lining their pockets. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a Khazarian. Yeah, it is a Khazarian. I can never say Khazarian mafia. Way back, that got in everywhere. And it all goes back to that. So, I mean, that's out there, I looked at this stuff that was talking about that and you're like, wow. Yes, keep our children from using. Yes, it is about keeping your children from using your imagination. Like I've said before on my channel, everything's taken away from imagination and being childlike. When they say, "Oh, grow up," no, you don't want to grow up. Yeah, NASA's fake. We all know that. Using your imagination because your imagination is very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful. What you think, you can change matter. You can bring your reality in by your thoughts and your imagination and using your imagination. That's why they want kids doing younger and younger, more sitting down in the classroom more, doing all these exams, stressing them out, thinking that they're this gender and that gender, this, that and the other, not wanting them to grow up too soon, be sexualised too soon, not being kids and playing like we used to around my age and older in our generations. That's what they hate because we were playing outside all the time. Now they're on computers, don't want to move, don't want to get jobs, don't want to do anything, aren't bothered, taking their empathy away. But way back when I was younger, it's about using your imagination, all that sort of stuff you used to do, be outside in nature all the time. That is what they're trying to take away from us, breaking down families and everything, pushing it out there that you should be cheating, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. It's all about breaking everything down. So everyone's unhappy and putting that negative frequency out there of hate, sorrow. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to go. Yes, it does. Prayer changes everything, intentions, whatever you want to call it, pumping it out there. It's hard. It is hard. I'm not saying it's not, but as long as you keep rolling with it. So we ran around with our souls on the earth. Yep. And they want to stop using our pineal glands with telepathy and all that sort of stuff and different things, how we used to communicate. When you go into it, like I said, it's massive. It's massive. So anyway, hi, I'm going now though. So I shall see you soon. What day is it? Monday. I shall see you soon. I'll let you know. And keep trucking people. Where we go one, we go all. Like I said, I haven't fell off the plan. Never did. Gone quiet a little bit with it because I believe trusting the plan, people. Night and see you soon. Bye.